Hey everybody, what you are looking at right now is a couple of disassembled, or at least partially disassembled, Tetra Whisper air pumps, and they are sized for a 10 to a 30 gallon tank. Now yesterday I shot a video in an attempt to repair this old broken pump, and I came across some stuff that I wasn't entirely sure what I was looking at, mainly because I've never pulled one of these apart before. And so I thought a good thing to do would be to buy a brand new one, pull that apart, and then we could compare the insides of a brand new one versus this older one. So the thing that came into question was this little piece right here. These are the one-way valves that allow air to come in from the outside and then get pumped out through the nozzle into your tank, but not allowing any air to backflow. And that's what these little valves do. You can see there's one on this side and then there's one on that side. So it goes into the unit this way, and then the diaphragm connects to this sort of open end, and as this diaphragm pulses, it pushes the air out through this small hole, but it comes in through that hole. And what I did was cleaned it all out, and then I wound up being left over with this open hole that goes straight through. You'll notice you can't see straight through this hole, and that is because it has a way for the air to move through this piece of black plastic, and then that black plastic is a little valve. It flaps open this way that lets the air escape, but then the air can't go back down through that valve. And this is supposed to be one of those valves, but the part of it that goes from the opening to the valve was sort of deteriorated and rotted away, and when I cleaned it out, I actually removed all of that stuff, and it now does indeed allow the air to simply flow back and forth through the whole thing. So when we look at our brand new one and we compare them side by side, you'll see that we're looking at this side. You flip it over, and now you see where that is. Look at what it looks like on this one. That is how it's supposed to look. And yet mine is just an open hole straight through. So that confirms it. I definitely over cleaned it, and that's only because it was already deteriorating in the first place. It wouldn't have had any, I wouldn't have been in there cleaning it if the pump had been operating properly. So why that little valve deteriorated so quickly? The pump was only a few years old, but it did get used intermittently, so it spent plenty of time sitting on the shelf. And I don't know, but that's the long and short of it. This pump is not repairable unless, of course, I can simply buy that replacement piece. And if I could buy that replacement piece for, I don't know, $2 or $3, it would be worth it. But these pumps only cost about $10 on Amazon. So even if the rebuild kit was a $10 rebuild kit, that literally costs as much as simply buying a new pump. Now, I will say I've seen this at, I want to say it was Walmart. I'm not 100% positive, but I want to say it was Walmart, and I want to say it was like $19.99 or $18.99 or something. So you will spend a little bit more money if you buy them off the shelf than if you buy them online, but that's probably not news to anybody there. So again, about $10. I'll put a link down below. I'm not being sponsored in any way or anything like that. I just think they're handy, easy, little inexpensive pumps, and my experience is that they've lasted for years. This is sort of an unusual circumstance, having this one go up like that, but I did find out definitively that that's what's wrong with it, and that's what I wanted to make sure everybody saw. So I'm going to put my brand new one back together, and I'm going to go upstairs and put it in the tank. So thanks for watching. Hope that was enlightening to somebody. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you real soon in the next one.